Jay-Z gets slammed by Beyoncé after he embarrassed her at Grammys. When Taylor Swift won Album of the Year at the Grammys for the fourth time,
I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work.
Jay-Z gets on Beyoncé's nerves after he embarrasses her at the Grammys. He also uninvites Diddy from his lavish Grammy party. Diddy vows to spill the tea on the Grammys and the music industry. But before we get into Diddy's drama, let's see how Jay-Z made Beyoncé wish she was somewhere else at the Grammys. He was honored with the Dre Global Impact Award, a new award that was introduced in 2023. He took the opportunity to bash the Grammys for not giving Beyoncé the Album of the Year award, which she has never won in her illustrious career. She has been nominated for it 5 times, starting from 2010 for I Am Sasha Fierce, then in 2011 as a featured artist on Lady Gaga's The Fame Monster, then in 2015, then in 2017 for Lemonade, and the most recent one was in 2023 for Renaissance. A lot of people believe Lemonade should have won the award because it was a masterpiece of storytelling and music. Beyoncé opened up about Jay-Z's cheating scandal and how she dealt with the pain and betrayal. She also addressed the legacy of her ancestors and the challenges faced by Black people in America. She experimented with different musical styles, such as reggae, rock, hip-hop, soul, funk, country, and electronica, and created a stunning visual album to go along with it. But she lost to Adele that year, and even Adele admitted that Beyoncé deserved the award more than her.
Can't possibly accept this award, and I'm very humbled and I'm very grateful and gracious, but my artist of my life is Beyoncé, and this album for me, the Lemonade album, was just so monumental. Beyoncé, it was so monumental and so well thought out and so beautiful and soul-bearing, and we all got to see another side to you that you don't always let us see, and we appreciate that.
Jay-Z supports Beyoncé's claim to the Album of the Year award, which she has never won in her career. He thinks it's unfair that Beyoncé has only won one of the Big Four awards out of her 32 Grammys. The Big Four awards are Album of the Year, Record of the Year, Song of the Year, and Best New Artist. Beyoncé won Song of the Year in 2010 for Single Ladies, but all her other wins have been in genre-specific categories. Jay-Z and Beyoncé are not satisfied with that. I understand why Jay-Z said what he said, especially when Beyoncé was not even nominated for Album of the Year this time. But it caused a lot of controversy because Taylor Swift was the one who took home the award again.
And the Grammy goes to Taylor Swift.
Taylor also faced backlash for snatching her Grammy from Celine Dion's hands without even looking at her or giving her a hug. People said she should have shown some gratitude and respect to Celine, who was brave enough to attend the event despite her personal challenges. But I'm not concerned about that right now because I can't stop thinking about how Beyoncé must have felt. She must have wondered if people would think she had something against Taylor after what Kanye West did to her years ago. He interrupted her speech and said that Beyoncé's Single Ladies video was one of the best videos ever. And while the Beehive may support Jay-Z, there are others who said that it doesn't matter that Beyoncé didn't win Album of the Year. For example, Whoopi Goldberg said on The View that Beyoncé has already won over 30 Grammys, so this category is not that important.
So I kind of appreciate all of that, and they're not for just one thing.
Yes.
So for me, it doesn't matter if they give her that album. I mean, and listen, it's subjective.
Yeah.
People are voting. You can't determine who's doing it unless you're the person voting. So I think 38 is kind of not a terrible number.
Some people also said that Jay-Z can say whatever he wants in his speech and support his wife, but it looks bad when Beyoncé has already won so many awards. He would have a point if she was always ignored for most awards, but that is not the case. Some people also said that Beyoncé would have a better chance of winning if she wrote the whole album by herself, but as long as she keeps using samples from other artists and needing thousands of writers for one song, she will never win. Many people may disagree with Jay-Z saying that Beyoncé deserves the Album of the Year award, but we can all agree on one thing. Some people were cheated, and some people did not belong in any category.
Some of you gonna go home tonight and feel like you've been robbed. Some of you may get robbed. Some of you don't belong in the category. Oh, no, that was it. No, when I get nervous, I tell the truth.
Lana Del Rey got nothing at the Grammys. She was totally robbed. But let's forget about the awards for a moment. Did you hear that Jay-Z canceled his Grammy brunch because of Diddy? According to the gossip, Jay-Z didn't want Diddy at his party, but he didn't know how to tell him. So he just scrapped the whole thing. Diddy was planning to show up with Clive Davis as his guest, who has been supporting Diddy through his troubles. But Jay-Z was like, no way, you're not bringing those scandals to my party. Jay-Z has cut ties with Diddy because he knows Diddy is going down. And it gets even more juicy because there's a rumor that Jay-Z threw another secret party without Diddy on the guest list. Diddy shouldn't be shocked that Jay-Z ditched him. Isn't this the same guy who betrayed his former partner Damon Dash and left him out of the Rockefeller/Def Jam deal? The same guy who used Kanye West to boost his rap career and then abandoned him? Of course he was going to dump Diddy, who is a sinking ship. Speaking of Diddy, he also skipped the Grammys, even though he was nominated for Best Progressive R&B Album for his The Love album, Off the Grid. His rep said he chose not to go, but maybe the organizers didn't want him there either. Some insiders say that some influential people, including some prominent Black members, were worried that having him there would send the wrong message to the public and the charities. Some publicists also requested that their artists not be seated near him. It was a nightmare to have him there. But you know what else? Some sources say that Diddy is plotting to take down as many people as he can with him. He's like, you want to shun me from your parties and award shows and distance yourselves from me? I'm taking you all down with me. If that's what Diddy is planning, I'm here for all the tea and all the snitching. But do you think he's really going to do it? Will Jay-Z be one of the people he exposes? I also want to know what you think about Jay-Z speaking for Beyoncé and saying that she deserves Album of the Year. Some insiders say that Beyoncé was mortified, and that's why they left the Grammys right after his speech. But what do you think? Does Beyoncé really deserve to win Album of the Year for her albums? Let me know in the comments below.